there's no other place in the world where I can jump on a call and copy you and make, $10 to $100,000 in a matter of minutes.
Yeah. I'll trade you.
I'm gonna pass that one.
Welcome everybody. We've got Taylor Marx here with us. I'm Max Oliver, and we've just got him for a few minutes here asking a few questions. So Taylor, tell us a little bit about your journey before you started trading to becoming a trader.
Yeah, so it's gonna go back a couple of years. I like to start out with, when I went to college, because my college story is a little different than most. I went to college for about a year and a half, almost 2 years, and I had to drop out due to a medical injury, getting my 4th concussion playing college hockey. And so obviously, I was very, very sad and stuff, but I had to go home. I was forced to, medically, get excused from my classes just due to, doctor's appointments, chiropractor appointments, and so on and so forth. But, about a half a year later, I was able to heal, and, going back to school just really wasn't on my mind. And so I actually joined the fire department and absolutely loved it. Was a firefighter for 3.5 years. And I thought, that's where it's going to continue, is to be a firefighter and help out the community, which I love to do. And it actually led me to getting my 5th concussion. So I suffered my 5th concussion on December 28th of 2019. And I was devastated. I thought this was going to be my journey, my future.
So did they make you stop working for a while?
Yeah, I was just going through depression, anxiety, dizziness, headaches, vertigo.
Yeah.
I couldn't work out. I really couldn't just live life, and I was in a very, very tough place. 5 concussions it was pretty much told from the doctors I wouldn't be able to work a normal job ever again in my life. And so I was at a tough time, and I actually got invited to talk to Matt and to see a live Forex overview in the beginning of January, and I was like, that's just not for me. I was in a tough place, I was just, I had my doors shut, and I was like, I'm not open to anything. Like, I'm in a tough spot. And I came home one day 2 weeks later and saw my dad trading at the kitchen table, and it really opened my eyes to be like, I just saw my dad make $100 in 20 minutes. And I was like, if he can do this from sitting at home, maybe this is actually something for me. And then Thursday night get paid session with Maddie, I saw my dad make it like another $100. And that's, I called out my buddy and I was like, hey, I'm definitely down to join, to give us a chance because of where I'm at. And all he told me, his exact words is, all you have to do is copy professional traders to make money. And I was like, all right, well, I'm jumping on board.
It's easy enough for me.
Yeah, and I jumped on board, and that's how it started. I was just copying Maddie, and we like to call it the 500 to 5K challenge in the first 30 sessions, and I actually completed that. And it was crazy because when I completed that, that's what brought my belief level to life.
Yeah.
And then I started, to grow a little bit of a team and just help my team, trade. I'd just host sessions for my team, 5, 10, 15, 20 people. And, that's eventually when Matt noticed me and saw how I was impacting other lives. And, and those calls went from, 15, 20 to a couple hundred. And then, Matt invited me to one of his professional calls that was, 20,000. And I remember I was just pacing back and forth, and I'm like, I ain't gonna say a word. I'm not gonna talk. I'm not gonna show my camera. There's gonna be 20,000 people on this call. Yeah. And I actually called out 3 trades that night, cleared all 3. And I think that's when, the light bulb went off, and it was like, dude, this is your future. Like, this is what this is God's path for you. Is, you went through those struggles. You thought everything was over. You gave something a chance. You've mastered it. And now, here we are a year later, just over a year later, an educator for this company, and had 40,000 views in my first 3 sessions. And I can't thank Matt enough for it, and God, and just, I always just say, one door closes for a reason. And it was an incredible journey, and I know it's definitely uphill from here.
Yeah. That's incredible. So from start to finish, I guess how long did it take you to feel comfortable, competent on your own, trading and guiding people?
Yeah, so I started trading, I think it was like January 24th, and I think I started hosting my own calls like early April. So it was a good 3 months because I did the 500 to 5K challenge in the first month and a half, and then I wanted to like master the skill set myself. And then when I started to actually host big calls is when Cash Trap came out, and Cash Trap 2.0, and I mean it was just getting simpler and simpler because I already had the skill, and then just to master a simple strategy, it was just mind blowing. I was like, everything is just falling in place for this to happen.
And I just have one more question for you. Why trade HFX rather than other options, other trading?
Yeah, I mean, when I saw it, HFX was simple and it was quick. There's no other place in the world where I can jump on a call and copy you and make $10 to $100,000 in a matter of minutes. Obviously everybody's trading accounts are going to look different depending on what's in them, but for the brand new person that comes on, I mean, they can make $30 in 6, 7, 8, 10 minutes. And there's nowhere else to see that. And when you can win your first trade, your belief goes through the roof because you're like, I can do it, right? You hear of this, it's the world's largest financial market, and it just kind of scares people. Like, can I really do it? And so when you can get on a call and win a trade by clicking a button that the educator is telling you to click, it's like that. And that's why HFX is changing lives. It's blowing up, and I've always said, we're in the right place at the right time with the right people. I mean, what's happening right now with HFX is absolutely insane.